celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Bit Squad, we are going to be giving away $1,000 in Bitcoin for the months of March and April, along with 2 Nano Ledger S's. An extra $100 prize will be available for those who join the Telegram group. Like and comment on every video in March and April for the maximum number of entries. You must be a subscriber to win. Hey Bit Squad, we got some very interesting crypto stories coming for you today, including Craig Wright deleting his Twitter and big news coming from Switzerland and Australia. But before we get into the video, if you are in the United States and you care about college basketball, I have a college basketball NCAA tournament bracket challenge. I'll put the link, it'll be the top link down below in the video description. Come fill out some brackets. I got some IOST I'm giving away to the top 3 winners, so make sure that you join if you care about sports. All right, guys, so let's get into the market. Market watch. Okay, so Bitcoin standing strong at 4,000 right now at 4,066. Market cap is over 140 billion and Bitcoin dominance is below 51% at 50.8%. Bitcoin up just a smidge today. Kind of a mixed bag in the top 10, basically a lot of 1% or less moves. And let's look at the biggest gainers of the day. We have Tezos, Huobi token, Ken, Maximine coin, and KuCoin shares all up. Biggest losers of the day, ABBC coin, Aurora, Insight Chain, Engine coin, and Stellar. Now, what is going on with the markets right now since we're over 4,000? Well, it's really anybody's guess, but I would say if we can get up over 41 and start pushing towards 42, then I don't know, maybe we'll never see the 3,000s again. A lot of people are starting to think that. Number 5. All right, guys, so ICOs were all the rage in 2017, 2018, and now we have a new way of raising money called the initial exchange offering. I've told you guys for a long time, I feel like security tokens are a little overblown in the space, and I don't necessarily know if they're ever going to take over like people think that they will. But these initial exchange offerings are very interesting because basically what you're doing is you're taking a project that you feel like is going to be successful and you're going to an exchange and saying, hey, sell my coin through your exchange. So the onus, if you will, of the exchange, or the responsibility will rest on the exchange. So those exchanges are going to want to, only put out projects that they think are going to be reputable. So I think the competitive environment that's going to rise from this is going to be something to pay a lot of attention to. We all know the Binance Launchpad. That is basically a launchpad for these IEOs. So definitely something to keep doing your research on because I think that these are going to be huge. Number 4. All right, number 4, I found this tweet. It says the next Bitcoin halving is in 433 days. This gets very interesting here. 1,800 new coins are currently mined every day. That will be cut to 900, creating a 1.8 inflation rate. Why does it matter? It marks the date when Bitcoin becomes less inflationary than central bank's annual rate target of 2%. So if you don't know what the halving is basically when the block rewards get cut in half for miners. And traditionally, what we've seen with Bitcoin is a huge rise in the price. Litecoin is coming up on their own halving, which a lot of people think is fueling the rise of Litecoin recently. So definitely this is something you want to keep your eye on, but I thought this was a very interesting perspective to compare the inflation rate of Bitcoin after the halving to the standard 2% inflationary rate of central banks. Number 3. Okay, we got adoption news, right? So Bitcoin accepted Switzerland's biggest online retailer enables crypto payments. The name of the company is the Digitech Galaxis Group, and they were the first online retail store in Switzerland. You can kind of think of them, I guess, as the mini Amazon or whatnot. So a lot of the tweets were in, different language, so I don't know what it says, obviously, so I'm trusting the article to give me the information, but they will be accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin to start out. So the last year and a half or so has been pretty rough. There have been a lot of retailers and online websites such as Expedia, Reddit had a tipping system that have abandoned crypto, but it's good that we have some companies that are rising up to start accepting it. A lot of people think that the volatility of Bitcoin, the volatility of crypto might keep people from wanting to accept cryptocurrency. So that is a problem. I'm not really sure what the answer to it is. Obviously, when Bitcoin gets up to a much higher price, at that point, then the volatility should slow down some. But until we get there, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Number 2. My favorite story of the day, Craig Wright has left Twitter. So Craig Wright's Twitter account disappears along with 10,000 tweets. I can't find it anymore. It's basically completely gone if you try to find him on there. If you don't know Craig Wright, that's a good thing. But he likes to pretend that he was Satoshi, that he created Bitcoin. We all know that he did not. He didn't offer any kind of reason for this, but he is a loudmouth that loves attention. So I'm sure at some point we will be seeing something about why he did this, and he'll probably blame it on Bitcoin or, crypto Twitter, whatever the case may be. But when you have someone that is this big, he had 70,000 followers, that just leaves Twitter, you got to ask the question why. And, I'm definitely going to be very intrigued to find out exactly why he did it, but I say good riddance. The number 1 crypto story of the day. Okay, so the top story of the day, we have Binance moving in to Aussie news agents. Will it be a boon for crypto? Now, I was a little confused because I had no idea what a news agent was. So I did a little research, i.e. I typed into Google what I was looking for, and apparently a news agent is just, in Australia, the way they say newsstand. In the United States, we should say newsstand. So there's going to be a fiat to crypto on-ramp for people to go to physical locations to these newsstands to be able to buy Bitcoin. Now, I expect it will probably be in the form of kind of like cards, like you used to buy prepaid, long distance cards and things like that at newsstands. So I think it will probably be something similar to that, more so than an ATM. If I'm wrong on that, drop me a message below or comment below and let me know. But, it's really cool that Binance is playing a role in this. I've been talking a lot about decentralizing the power of Binance as an exchange. And as we talked about earlier with the IEOs, it's probably going to get more powerful in a lot of ways. But I would like to say at least Binance is doing some things, while I think ultimately it's to put money in their own pocket to further crypto and further adoption. They have the Binance Labs that's helping out in Argentina and some other places. And then they have this. This is going to be called Binance Lite. So I don't know if there'll be cards, like I said, or what it will be, but there will be many, many, many of these locations. If you look here at the map, you can see they're going to basically be everywhere. And I will say this about Australia. Australia is a very tough country for crypto from my perspective. Maybe, you'll tell me something different. I know they have had, some deals with, I think it was Power Ledger or WePower. One of those power cryptos has a deal with Australia, but Austrac, it's AUSTRAC. It is basically the SEC of Australia, and they have been very tough on ICOs and very tough on crypto projects. So are we going to see a little loosening up in Australia? I mean, it is a big country. I don't know. Maybe they've been tough on crypto because I believe Craig Wright is from there. But anyways, this will definitely be something to monitor. I think this will be good news for Australia if you live there. It'll be easier to explain to somebody how to buy Bitcoin if you just say, hey, go over to this news agent and pick up some Bitcoin. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all we got for today. Don't forget to join my bracket challenge. There's some crypto on the line for the top 3 winners. You can check that link down below in the video description. It will be at the top. I'll also put it as the pinned comment so you guys can get there as well. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you later. BitBoy out.